Hello everyone. I just thought I'll do a quick video regarding the sizing of images for club competition. So we've had a few inquiries recently of some of the members struggling with get the images to fit the requirement of the competition, and it's quite easy to do, so I thought the best thing to do is a quick video because it's better when you see someone else doing it. Right, so you've got on your screen at the moment, you see the image I've got in Lightroom. So I'm going to take this one into Photoshop, and I'll do it in Photoshop first, and then we'll do one in Lightroom as well. Okay. So there aren't really that many steps, but while we're there, I'll just show you a couple of things as well. Sorry, just do something here. Right. So that's the image as it came from Lightroom. So it would be the same if you came from Bridge, if you use Adobe Bridge. So we come up here and we go up to so image size, and it opens this dialog box. So on this box will tell you the size of the image as currently, and it's 68.7 megabytes. Okay, so this image is pretty much well, it is the same size as it came out of the camera. Okay, it's been processed, but the original size has not been changed at all. All right, so 68.7 megabytes will tell you the pixels there. 4 by 6000, and on this box here, that's where we can make changes to the size. You might notice I've got the resolution there at 240. We're dealing with JPEGs, and so it's not really a big issue. Would be more problematic if we're dealing with prints, so don't worry about it. The other little thing as well is this box here with that little link there. So that tells us that the constraint ratio is applied at the moment, which means if I change one size, it will automatically change the other one as well. Okay, so I just go back to 4000 there. If I unclick that, you see what happens. So if I now change 4000, he has changed the width, but hasn't changed the height. Okay, I'll just apply that, and you see what happens then. Okay, so go back up there again. All right, so we just click that button again, and now we know that being a portrait format, it needs to be 1200 maximum, and automatically it resized it to 800 on the width of the image. All right, so we'll just apply OK to that. It looks very small on your screen now, so if you press Control and the plus sign, we'll make it bigger. And then we come up here, and the important thing here is that we choose Save As rather than Save. Okay, so Save As, and you need to tell it where you want the image, and I want the image to go here, and JPEG, so come up here, JPEG, and we'll now put the Castle version 1 and press OK. Now he opens this box, and I'd already had a maximum actually, but a lot of times it will come up as number 8 I in terms of quality, which is a large file. But in this case, a large file is only 316 kilobytes, so it's quite small really. You might notice here where it says preview, you can click that off. So if you try this and you don't see the size, just try clicking there on preview and it will tell you what the size is. Right, so 316 kilobytes there, so the image is quite small, so you can go up to maximum and 500, and you can even go all the way up, and that will do 1014 kilobytes, so that's basically 1 megabyte really. Okay, so the image came from 68.7 megabytes up to 1 megabyte. We press OK, the image is saved, and right, so if I get rid of this now, and I'll do the next one from Lightroom. So same image, we do right click and then export, and so export to hard drive, or if you got a memory drive, or so the options are there. So I'll say to the hard drive, and then once you're on the hard drive, you tell it where do you want it choosing, so that one, and I'm gonna call this one, so you're gonna pictures, that folder, select folder, and now you're gonna name the image, and this image is Casto version 2. Then we come down, just move that across, so we come down the interface there, and okay, this one we don't need to worry about that. File settings, okay, so you got a few options there. So we want JPEG, color space, because it's going to be shown on screen, we definitely want that sRGB. Okay, so in here we can actually put either quality of 100, or you can specify the file size, and in this case we know that the images cannot be bigger than 2 megabytes, so we can put here 2000 Ks as the limit of your file. Okay, or you can just leave it quality 100, it's up to you really. So I'll leave it size at 2 kilobytes, and then resize to fit. So you've got a few options here: width and height, dimensions, long edge, short edge, megapixels, and percentage. So the one we want really is the long edge. So in this case, being a portrait one, obviously is going to be 1200. If we were dealing with a landscape format, we would be putting 1600, and then it will do the rest by itself. Okay, and we can put this one at 300 pixels per inch, and sharpen, that's up to you if you want to put sharpen for screen or not. If you already sharpen the image, you may not want to do that. You can just click there, back and on and off, and that's up to you again what you want to put in there. Okay, so I'll leave mine as it is. Watermark, obviously we don't use one, and after export, in my case, do nothing. So if I click on that now, exported the image there. So if we go to that folder where I've put the images, which is there. Okay, in fact, let me just get rid of these two here. So this is the one. So the first one is the one that was done in Photoshop, and this one is the one that was done, version 2 is the one that was done in Lightroom. And I'll show you what the sizes are. So the first one, the one in Photoshop, 800 by 1200, and is 0.97 kilobytes, so it's just short of a megabyte. It's showing as a MB, but it's basically 1 megabyte. And the other one is 800 by 1200, and is actually 1.05 megabytes. So very little difference in terms of the size one way or the other. I'll just show you the images as they come up. Alright, so that's the first one, the one in Photoshop, and then the other one, version 2, and that's the one in Lightroom. So you can see that at the top, V1, V2, so V2 that one, and V1. Yeah, so really not a lot of difference. There we are, and that's the way I rock. That's the way I do it. Okay, I hope that has been helpful, and if you guys need anything else, feel free to ask.